I'm going to try to tell you how I feel without completely breaking down. Yesterday I thought that I was going to be depressed. I thought my depression came back. I felt very, very anxious yesterday, and it just felt like I was going to be depressed because I know what it's like because I've gone through it so many times. And I've decided today that no, I'm not depressed. Not yet. Hopefully not ever, but I kind of feel like it is going to come back at some point because it's something I've struggled with for so long and I don't really have a fix. I just have ways to prolong, I guess, the happiness or the normal. I don't know. I don't know what you call it, but I've been pretty good since May. And off and on, I feel really negative emotions that feel like maybe it'll turn into depression, but it hasn't yet. And I feel like if I talk about what's on my mind and what's bothering me right now, maybe I can avoid it longer. I don't really know, but some stuff is going on. I really don't know how to explain it without going into full detail, and I don't want to go into full detail. And the reason why I don't is because it's just something I don't want to talk about. I think the reason why I don't want to talk about it is because it hurts so much, and I know that if I open up, I'm just going to completely break down, and I don't want to. Other than Meme and Pepe and some of the people on my dad's side of the family, like Todd Gerlin and Mamar and Michaela and those people, you're probably not going to see my family on the vlogs for a while. I don't know how long. That's kind of up to them. But basically, I didn't like how I was being treated. I felt like I was being treated like I was disposable and like I didn't really matter or my feelings didn't matter. It's not anything specific, and most of the people in my family didn't really do anything. But because nothing was really done, it kind of created a situation. I love my family. I love them very, very, very much, and I'll always love them. But I just felt like I had to step away for a little bit, just because I really don't feel like I have worth. Like I feel like they don't value me. It might seem really confusing because I'm not really explaining much, but just know that I love them very much and I want them in my life. But right now, I can't let things continue to be the way they are. I want to feel loved and cared about, and I don't right now. And that's pretty much all I'm going to say about that anyway. I feel like anytime there's a situation where people are like leaving my life, it brings me back to how I feel about my dad. And I feel really, really awful about that whole situation. There's some times where I feel really good and I feel like I don't need him. I know that I don't need him. I always feel like I don't need him because I don't. But it's just, it still makes me so sad to know that he's 20 minutes away and he just doesn't care about me. And it really bothers me that I don't know why. He's never really given me a reason why. So it like really messes me up, but then at the same time I know that even if he gave me a reason, it wouldn't be good enough, because there's no good reason to abandon your kids. It doesn't matter if they're adults. I mean, there are some situations where people are like violent and they're bad people and then the parents have to walk away, but clearly that's not what it is with me, because I'm not violent, and I didn't do anything. It just really messes me up. It messes me up a lot because my whole life I always felt like I wasn't good enough for like anyone. Well, there's one person, Pepe. I always felt like I was good enough for him because of the way he treated me and the love that he gave me and still gives me. I've always felt like I was good enough for him. But everybody else, I've gone through times where I felt like I wasn't good enough. But for most people, I am good enough. I can't see that I am. But then there's other family members where I really don't feel like they care about me, like at all. I feel like I could disappear today and they'd get over it. I feel like some of them would act like they miss me and like they're concerned just so society wouldn't think they're terrible people, but I really feel like they wouldn't care. And that really messes me up. Like how can you be okay with just not, I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't get how my dad can just throw me away like I'm nothing. I don't understand it. I don't understand what goes on in his head. Like how do you live day to day knowing that you broke your child's heart and that you just threw them aside like they were nothing? Like how do you live? I couldn't do it. That's just not who I am. That's not my personality. It's not like I have morals and values and I can't treat people like that. Even when I don't want people in my life, I still explain things and I try to make it neutral. I don't like to leave things unsaid and I don't like to leave things in a negative way. There's plenty of people who come in and out of my life, but I always try to fix whatever I can fix, and I don't know, it really messes me up. The whole situation messes me up. I know that I don't need him in my life, but it's still, I mourn the loss of something I've never had. Like, there's a lot of people who have really awesome dads that they can confide in and they can talk to and they can hang out with, and I've never had that. I have my grandfather, but he's older, so he likes to take naps and sometimes he'll play cards, and it doesn't really go beyond that. He can't go outside and play baseball with me. He can't go on four-wheelers. He can't do that stuff. And then my stepdad, he's a great guy, but we don't have that kind of relationship. I'm actually jealous of my siblings because they have a good relationship with their dad, but I don't have that relationship. So I've always felt like I'm on the outside looking in. I never felt like I had a family of my own. In my mom's family, there's my mom, my stepdad, my brother, and my sister. And they have the same dad, so that's a full family. Like, they're a family. And they go on vacations together and they do everything together and I'm never included. And I feel like if you've been on this channel long enough, you'd know that because they go places and they do things and I'm never included. And then my dad's family, there's my dad, his girlfriend, and her daughter. But my dad treats her daughter more as his kid than he ever treated me. And like, she lived with him her whole life. And although my dad would buy me things, you can't buy love. And I always felt jealous of what they had because I didn't live there all the time. And I didn't live at my mom's all the time. So I always felt like I was somewhere in the middle and I didn't really have a place. There was never a time where I felt like I was part of anybody's family. And I try so hard to fit in. I try so hard to get along with everybody and like be a people pleaser so that they'll love me more, and I still feel like I'm on the outside looking in. I've always been that way. So I kind of feel like I just don't have a family. Everybody has their families and whatever, and I just feel awful cuz like my dad and his girlfriend would do things on their own with her daughter. And then my mom and my stepdad and my siblings would do things as a family. And I was always left out. I mean, sure, there was some times where I got to do things with both sides, but more often than not, I was just not included. And making this video isn't about like having a pity party. I'm just kind of talking out my feelings because it feels better to just get it out there and not hold it all in. Obviously, what happened when I was a kid is not things that can change, but I feel like now things could be better going forward. It's just really difficult when I'm the only one who cares. I don't know, it's just hard. I love my family, I love everybody in my family, and I just wish that everybody could be happy and get along. I wish that everybody cared about each other. I wish everybody cared about me. And I don't think that's selfish. I think that would be normal for everybody to care about everybody, me included, you know? Because I have a really big heart and I care about people a lot and I love people a lot, and my love is unconditional for a lot of people. And it just breaks my heart that I'm not special, I'm not important like everybody is to each other. I just want to be important.
지금 들려요. 접니다 줘.
He's in here. What are you doing? Were you hiding? Why were you hiding? What color are you doing your nails? Is it Christmas colors? It looks like Frozen. Except for the pink. I don't really know what the pink does. I love you.
Love you.
I love you. I
love
actually
you
really like your sweater. You look like a sock monkey.
Yeah.
Do you
Those
like being
pants
a
to
sock
match.
monkey?
There's pants to match.
Did you get them?
No.
Get them next time?
Maybe, if they're still there.
You still have that?
Yeah.
Anyway, we just watched a Korean movie and it was called Tunnel, and it was like really
There's nothing on it.
emotional and like suspenseful. And then before that we watched Kidnap, and that was really good. Did you like that movie?
Yeah.
Did you, Shawna? You guys aren't very descriptive. Yes, you did. You watched Kidnap.
Oh, they're talking about the movie that you're just watching.
Could you say something
I
other?
loved
There
Kidnap.
you go. There you go.
It was
It's
very
just
good.
Kidnap.
Oh, it was Kidnapped.
Nope.
No, Kidnapped.
Kidnap.
Well, that's stupid. It should have been Kidnapped. That's the only thing I don't like about it.
You're weird. Anyway, we're gonna go do things and stuff and things. Hi! You're so cute! I love you. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Is war. Theater is that part of war where you get impaled by a spear and you shit your guts out and then